The summer of the vinyl record. It was the summer of 1973, and the days were long and warm. Thomas was 12 years old, and he lived in a small house on a quiet street. Every morning, the sun came through the window of his room and touched the walls with a soft golden light. It was a good summer, a simple summer, but it was the summer that changed everything. On the morning of his birthday, his father called him to the living room. Thomas walked in slowly, still half asleep. The room smelled like coffee and warm bread. His mother was standing near the window, and she was smiling. His father was sitting in the old armchair, and in his hands he held something round and black and beautiful. It was a vinyl record. Thomas had seen records before. In the little shop on the corner of his street, he always stopped to look at them through the glass. He liked the colors of the covers, the names of the songs, the strange and wonderful world inside those black circles, but he never had one, not his own. He took it carefully, like it was made of glass. He turned it in his hands and looked at it for a long time. He could see his own face in the dark surface. His father watched him with quiet eyes and a soft smile. "Happy birthday, son," he said. That same morning, his father showed him how to use the old record player in the corner of the room. It was brown and a little dusty, but his father cleaned it slowly and carefully, like it was something precious. Thomas watched every movement. He did not want to miss anything. His father placed the record on the player, moved the needle gently to the edge, and looked at it. "Son, are you ready?" he asked. Thomas nodded. He could not speak. The first sound was soft, like a whisper. Then the music grew warm and full, and it filled the small room like sunlight fills a quiet street in the morning. Thomas felt something move inside his chest. It was not pain. It was something beautiful and strange, something he hadn't felt before. His mother appeared at the door. She did not say a word. She just stood there and listened, and Thomas saw on her face a look he did not fully understand then. She was smiling, but her eyes were far away. She was somewhere else. She was in another time, and the music was taking her there. After that morning, Thomas listened to records every single day. He saved his money carefully, every coin from every small job, and once a month he walked to the little shop on the corner and bought a new record. He kept them all in a wooden box under his bed. He made a list on a piece of paper, the name of each record, the date he bought it, and one word to describe how it made him feel: happy, strong, sad, alive. His friends came to his house on summer afternoons, and they all sat on the floor together around the record player. Nobody needed anything else. There was no rush, no noise from outside, no other world. There was only the music and the warm afternoon and the feeling of being young and free. And together, one day, Thomas was alone in the house. He wanted to play his favorite record, the one his father had given him on his birthday. He picked it up from the box, but his hands were a little wet from the cold glass of water he was holding. The record slipped. It fell to the floor with a sharp sound that stopped Thomas's heart completely. He stood there for a moment and did not move. Then, very slowly, he picked it up and looked at it. He turned it over into his hands. There was a small mark near the edge, just one small mark, but the record was not broken. Thomas sat down on the floor, held the record to his chest, and breathed. Then, alone in the quiet room, he laughed, a long, real, happy laugh, because the music was still there. The mark was small, but the music was whole. That evening, he told his father. His father listened carefully, and then he said something that Thomas never forgot. Every record has a mark, son. That is how you know it is real. That is how you know it lived. Many years passed after that summer. Thomas grew up, left home, built his own life. He had a house, a family, children of his own. The world changed around him, slowly, and then, all at once, new music came, new machines, new ways to listen to songs. But Thomas kept his records. The wooden box grew old. The paper list turned yellow at the edges. The record player still worked. On quiet Sunday afternoons, when the house was calm and the light came through the windows just right, Thomas played the old records. His children sat on the floor around the player, just like he did so many years before. They closed their eyes. They listened, and Thomas watched their faces, and he saw it, that look, that feeling in the chest. The music was doing it again. Some things do not grow old. A good song travels through time like light through a window. It finds you wherever you are. It brings back a face, a smell, a morning, a summer long gone, but never truly lost. Close your eyes for a moment. Think of a song from your past. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? That song is still with you. It always was.